Yo, what's good? We're back with another one.
It's showtime.
Check this out. This company built an AI headset that lets you control your dreams. Imagine Inception, but in real life whenever you want. And they do this by activating lucid dreams. It's insane. In normal dreams, this part of your brain is turned off. It's called the dorsolateral prefrontal cortex. And that's where all your decision-making happens. That's why in normal dreams, weird things happen to you that you just can't control because your control center is off. But in lucid dreams, things are completely different. In lucid dreams, you can control your behavior. You can think, act, build, invent, all in a world where there are no risks. Some of the best inventions in human history came from lucid dreams. Tesla, Einstein, even the idea for the periodic table came when the inventor was asleep. It's pretty powerful. Now, this company, Prophetic, created a way to turn on lucid dreaming whenever you want. It's called the Halo, and it fires low-intensity ultrasonic energy to activate that part of the brain, essentially waking you up while you're sleeping. Imagine being able to focus during a nap, or trying to experiment with a dangerous solution in a world with no danger.
That looks good. We should try it.
Fuck that, bro. They'll use it for mind control.
Everything that exists was once either a dream of man or a dream of God. It is through dreams that prophets of all great religions receive their wisdom. Scientists contemplate the mysteries of the physical world, and artists conceive works that bridge the divide between the sacred and the profane. Indeed, the entire universe dreams of itself. Since the beginning of time, evanescent particles have danced through the quantum vacuum in a cosmic reverie so potent that if you were to awake, you would swear that it all really happened. What are these things we call dreams? What does the frontier of the dream world hold? The truth is out there. It just has yet to be discovered. What we need is a ship so that we can explore and discover. Discover unknown equations to make sense of reality. Discover unknown solutions to the world's biggest problems. Discover unknown truth about the nature of existence. At Prophetic, we are building the world's most reliable gateway to explore human consciousness. Because it is those who discover the unknown who enrich our understanding of the world. By stabilizing and inducing lucid dreams, we will pursue the answers to life's biggest questions.
They're gonna use it to show you ads while you're sleeping.
Probably, but it sounds pretty good.
Trump just revealed how the US government will fast-track Project Stargate, a $500 billion AI project that could change everything. Project Stargate brings together Larry Ellison, Sam Altman, and Masa Son to build the largest AI infrastructure project in history. The scale is insane. They're constructing massive data centers across America, starting with 10 buildings in Texas, each 500,000 square feet. And that's just the beginning. Oracle is already building AI for healthcare, using it to analyze medical records and create cancer detection systems that could diagnose from a simple blood test. But here's what makes this truly huge. SoftBank's Masa originally planned to invest $100 billion, but after seeing the project's potential, he increased it to $500 billion. The project brings together tech giants like Microsoft and Nvidia, creating over 100,000 American jobs almost immediately. Sam Altman believes this will be the most important project of our era, keeping advanced AI developments in America instead of countries like China. It's all happening fast too. Trump plans to speed up construction through emergency declarations, making it easier to build the massive power plants needed to run these AI systems. The first centers are already under construction in Abilene, Texas, and there's much more coming. Crazy.
It's only a matter of time until we get Skynet.
It's already here, bro.
Skynet is now online.
Whoa!
Gifyon is going to be a factory of intelligence. And this factory of intelligence is a new industry that never existed before. It sits on top of the IT industry. We're inventing something fundamentally new.
How ironic that just days before the Terminator's 30th anniversary, NVIDIA founder and CEO Jensen Huang, along with the King of Denmark, launched the country's largest AI supercomputer.
The CPU is a neural net processor, a learning computer.
Skynet, Gefion, aims to drive breakthroughs in quantum computing, clean energy, biotechnology, and other areas that benefit both Danish society and the world.
We should watch Terminator again.
We're gonna be living it soon, bro.
This is our second aria that we have here, and this is here to demonstrate our vision recognition system. Basically what she can do is she can recognize faces and people and objects. So she can tell if you're holding an apple, a phone, can make eye contact with you. You can see here what's in the box. This is what she sees and what she's processing. But if you can see here, grabs a hold of your face, she will move and follow you. I can go this way and her gaze will follow me. You can see here, she's caught my gaze. You can see my face on the camera. So hi Aria, and she has the ability to smile as well. So if I move this way, you can see her eyes follow me. And the reason this is done this way is we've embedded micro cameras in the eyes. Other robot companies put sort of a camera in the chest cavity. We put them in the eyes so that they can make eye contact and follow you around. They can actually even identify if you've fallen or are hurt and notify somebody to come by and give you a hand. So right now, the micro cameras in her eyes are catching your gaze and following your movements as you move around. So it's locked eyes with you and it's following you. And on the camera there, you're seeing what's happening and processing in her mind.
Little creepy. Scale 1 to 10, this is like at least a 10.
We're not far off having theme parks like Westworld.
It's deeper than Westworld, bro. Biden's a robot.
Come on, Ted. Remember, this is for entertainment purposes only.
They created something called the robo-rat. That was the first biohybrid. So a biohybrid is when you mix animal and a machine. And people freaked out. They were like, you cannot put brain chips in rats and make them move through a maze by a remote control, which is what they were doing. They now have pigeons that are mixed animal and machine.
What?
They created something called, there's a moth. So there's a Mandica sexta moth. That's what it's called. It's a large moth. And scientists put brain chips into the larva so that when it cocooned and became a flying moth, it had the chip built into its system, making it easier to integrate, and they could fly the moth around the lab. And that was a huge step. And this is now 4 years ago that I was interviewing these scientists.
Told you, bro. Pigeons aren't real.
Let's hope they can't reverse the controls on Neuralink.
What happens if someone ultimately does get a Neuralink installed? What will take place?
So you basically take out a chunk of skull, put the Neuralink device in there that has a battery and a Bluetooth and an inductive charger. Insert the electrodes. So the electrodes are very carefully inserted, avoiding, any veins or arteries. You stitch up the hole and you just have like a little scar, and that's it. And you wouldn't even know that somebody has it. It could, in principle, fix almost anything that is wrong with the brain. You could also save state. And
Save state?
Save state, like save your brain state, like a saved game in a video game.
Whoa.
And restore that state into a biological being if you wanted to in the future. In principle, there's like nothing, like from a physics standpoint, that prevents this. Now, you'd be a little different, but then you're also a little different when you wake up in the morning from yesterday.
They need to stop it, bro.
What do you guys think about Neuralink? You think it's going to be good or bad?
You're working to build basically an interface to the brain.
Yeah. Electrode to neuron interface at a micro level.
Okay, what is it? Like, I have like a plug in my head that's gonna fit into a hard drive? Like, or how does that work?
Yeah. A chip and a bunch of tiny wires.
This would be implanted surgically. And it would do what? Could you input? Could you download Jim?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Wait.
The long-term aspiration for Neuralink would be to achieve a symbiosis with artificial intelligence, and to achieve a sort of democratization of intelligence, such that it is not monopolistically held in a purely digital form by governments and large corporations.
Basically, an effort for man to merge with machine in a healthy way.
Yes.
To beat machines, you basically have to merge with machines.
Most likely, yes. Essentially, how do we ensure that the future constitutes the sum of the will of humanity? And so if we have billions of people with the high bandwidth link to the AI extension of themselves, it would actually make everyone hyper smart.
That clip didn't age very well.
You wanted to keep AI out of the hands of the government and corporations, but that ain't going so well.
This is a bit scary. No wonder Elon Musk gave this video an exclamation mark. This is footage from a coffee shop using AI to monitor its employees. The blue text with white letters indicates each employee, and the number shows how many cups of coffee they've made. You can see that an employee named Anna is working diligently, making a total of 20 cups. Meanwhile, Olga is hiding in the corner, slacking off, and has only made 3 cups. All of this is tracked by the AI, which then reports the findings to the boss. In Amazon warehouses, similar technology is used to monitor employees. They even allow AI to generate termination notices for workers with low productivity. But it doesn't stop there. Before long, everything around us, from cars to ships to our daily lives, could fall under AI surveillance. Everything will be tracked, monitored, calculated, and analyzed. If you're wondering what AI is really capable of, well, this is your answer.
That's terrifying.
Told you, bro. We're fucked.
We've discovered an alarming £20 million tender showing police plans to ramp up the use of live facial recognition across the UK. Just recently, the new police minister said this:
"In considering its present and future use, we must balance privacy concerns against the expectations that we place on the police."
But just days later, we found a police tender document worth £20 million, inviting tech companies to develop facial recognition software that could work across the whole UK. While the new government is promising to investigate the use of facial recognition technology, police forces are dodging scrutiny and attempting to rush in mass biometric surveillance that would turn the streets of Britain into high-tech police lineups. Our allies around the world are banning and restricting use of this technology, but UK police forces are quietly pouring in millions of taxpayers' money into this dangerous surveillance technology. Facial recognition cameras pose the biggest threat to privacy in living memory. We're fighting back. Are you with us?
This is getting out of hand.
We gotta fight, bro.
You know what the C40 consortium is? Yeah, well, they're a lot of fun. 40 of the biggest cities in the world. They've all signed on to this. So what's their agenda? You can't even believe this is true. 1 short-haul flight per person every 3 years. 95% reduction in private automobile ownership. No meat consumption.
I know.
No meat consumption.
I mean,
right? And finally, 3 items of clothing a year. That's their plan. Absolutely. 100%.
3 items of
C40. 3 items of clothing. How much bloody clothing do you need? The planet's at stake.
All while they go around on super yachts and private jets.
I've got a better plan, bro. Tax the rich.
ChatGPT cannot book your dinner reservations for you. It can buy your flights, it can buy your groceries, it'll use your credit card information, it'll do real things in the real world on your behalf that you tell it to do. It's available now. I'll literally show you right now. Book a sushi dinner for 2 tomorrow night in WeHo. Hold on, I'm gonna make it bigger. To be entirely clear, I am not touching my computer. I'm not doing anything. But what you're seeing right here, so this is my Chrome browser. This is me on the internet. I'm at ChatGPT.com. This is a smaller browser within the browser that ChatGPT is operating completely on its own without my involvement. So, that little mouse you see, that's ChatGPT. Oh, it clicked. I didn't do anything. My hand's over here. ChatGPT is selecting days on this dropdown. See how the mouse just moved? That's ChatGPT working. That's my mouse. My mouse is up there. I'm not doing anything. There's the trackpad. I'm actually gonna have it make a reservation. Oh, what did it pick? Ocean Sushi. And it says, I found a reservation at Ocean Sushi for tomorrow at 7 p.m. To confirm the booking, I need your first name, last name, mobile number, and email. Can you provide those details? Sure. Okay, so I typed in my big personal information. Typing away, my beautiful little assistant that doesn't need to be paid, that doesn't need to sleep, that doesn't ask for a raise. Wow. I think that's it. Okay, wait, let's actually check my email. There it is. Your reservation has been made at Ocean Sushi. Incredible.
That's pretty impressive.
They're giving it too much power, bro.
Look at this freaking thing right here. Why is no one talking about power washing drones?
This is day 20 of showing you 2025's best business ideas, so follow for more.
There is a franchise here in the US selling power washing territories, and part of what these franchisees do is pressure wash things like the Superdome and water towers with freaking drones. These franchisees make on average 450 grand per route with 35% net profit margins. Full details right here.
That's crazy.
They'll turn them into flying flamethrowers.
These stylish glasses just changed everything about AI eyewear. Halliday created the world's first smart glasses with a completely invisible display. But that's not even the coolest part. The AI inside can predict what you need before you even ask for it. The magic happens through DigiWindow, the smallest near-eye display ever made. It's hidden in the upper frame and projects a 3.5-inch screen that only you can see, with no obvious tech visible to anyone else. And the AI is next level too. While other smart glasses wait for a command, these actively listen to your conversations and provide real-time help. In meetings, it'll analyze discussions, answer complex questions, and even generate summary notes automatically. But here's what's wild. They only weigh 35 grams, half of what normal smart glasses weigh. They work for 8 hours straight and can do everything from instant translation in 40 languages to displaying song lyrics while you listen to music. They basically packed a personal AI assistant into glasses that look completely normal.
This stuff's moving so fast.
It's killing the internet, bro.
Check this out. I do not think that people realize that this wreck here should be illegal.
AI has reached a point where I can make anyone say anything. For example, here's Alex Hormozi telling you to follow Sirio to learn more about AI. And here's Bobby asking you to check this spec out in the link in my bio. And none of them actually said any of that. Here's how it works. I record myself saying whatever I want. I upload a clip of anyone from the internet, and AI syncs their face and voice to my words, perfectly matching my movements, tone, and delivery. And here's the real problem. It's legal. Right now, I could exploit any influencer's trust and push any message or product I want to create fake user-generated content, and then run ads to it. Deepfakes are here,
and they're widely available to anyone with an internet connection.
The internet's dead, bro.
If you haven't seen our episode on the dead internet theory, go and check it out.
I mean, it's crazy. We're talking about having a huge increase in productivity. So there's going to be more goods and services for everybody. So everybody ought to be better off. But actually, it's going to be the other way around. And it's because we live in a capitalist society. And so what's going to happen is this huge increase in productivity is going to make much more money for the big companies and the rich. And it's going to increase the gap between the rich and the people who lose their jobs. And as soon as you increase that gap, you get fertile ground for fascism. And so it's very scary that we may be at a point where we're just making things worse and worse. And it's crazy because we're doing something that should help everybody. And obviously it will help in healthcare, it'll help in education. But if the profits just go to the rich, that's going to make society worse.
The profits always go to the rich, bro.
Yeah, I don't see how it's going to be any different with AI.
January 6 Capitol rioters aside, there was one other pardon today that sent shockwaves around the world. Donald Trump gave a full and unconditional pardon to Ross Ulbricht, the founder of the dark web drug marketplace Silk Road. In 2015, Ulbricht was handed 2 life sentences plus 40 years over the website, dubbed the Amazon of the drug trade, an unfettered market for illegal drugs. Silk Road, named after the historic trade route, is thought to have sold over $320 million worth of drugs and was linked to 6 deaths. Ulbricht alone is thought to have made $18 million in Bitcoin commissions through the sales of stimulants, psychedelics and cannabis under the alias Dread Pirate Roberts, a nod to the ruthless pirate from The Princess Bride.
I know who you are. Your cruelty reveals everything. You're the Dread Pirate Roberts, admit it.
With pride.
So why the pardon? In an online statement, Trump called the conviction ridiculous, saying the scum that worked to convict him were the sum of the same lunatics who were involved in the modern-day weaponizing of the government against me. But from the leader of a country with a war on drugs who once said all people caught selling drugs should be given the death penalty, it's a curious decision.
It's crazy he was going to be in jail for life just for setting up a website.
You served 11 years, bro.
Last night, Donald Trump granted me a full pardon. I was doing life without parole, and I was locked up for more than 11 years. But he let me out. I'm a free man now. So let it be known that Donald Trump is a man of his word. Thank you so much, President Trump, for giving me this amazing blessing. I am so grateful to have my life back, to have my future back, to have this second chance. This is such an important moment for me and for my whole family. It's an important moment for everybody who's been working for this for years. This is a victory, and it's your victory too. And this is an important moment for everybody, everywhere, who loves freedom and who cares about second chances. So it feels amazing to be free, to say the least. It's overwhelming, and for the next however long we need, I'm going to be with my family so we can reunite and be whole again and heal. But there's a lot to talk about, and I look forward to re-engaging the free world. And so once I'm feeling up to it, we'll talk again.
Something tells me you're going to hear a lot about this guy over the next few years.
They'll probably take him out, bro.
And the way Silk Road kind of had the anonymity is it used what's called Tor, or the onion router, which is an anonymizing function on the deep web. It was actually invented by the U.S. Navy back in the mid-90s or so. But it also used cryptocurrency. So it was the first time we saw this birth on the internet of mixing cryptocurrency and an IP blocking software. So, in cybercrime, you go after one, the IP address and trace it through the network, or two, you go after the cache. And this one kind of blocked both.
Cache meaning the flow of money, physical or digital. And then IP is some kind of identifying thing over the computer.
It's your telephone number on your computer. So yeah, all computers have, a unique 4-octet numbers. So 123.123.123.123, and the computer uses DNS or domain name services to render that names. The FBI has a computer system where you look up things. You look up anything. I could look up your name or whatever if you're associated with my case. And we were finding at the time a lot of things when you look it up, a case would end, be like, oh, this is Tor, and it just stopped. We couldn't get any further. Yeah. So
we should do a deep dive episode on the Silk Road.
We gotta do the JFK files first, bro.
Could two of the USA's infamous assassination mysteries finally be solved? President Trump's ordered the release of classified files relating to the assassination of 1960s President JFK and civil rights activist Martin Luther King. Experts aren't expecting major revelations, but JFK's grandson has slammed Trump for the move. Will these files finally answer questions or just fuel more theories?
This is going to be crazy.
They've probably destroyed anything incriminating, bro.
Trump declassifies files on assassinations of two Kennedys and Martin Luther King Jr. And I'm safe to assume that the CIA is shitting a brick right now, but let's see what it says in the article. So yeah, Donald Trump has signed an executive order declassifying documents relating to the assassinations of JFK, RFK, and MLK Jr. Bloomberg and the executive order published on the White House website. Now, Trump had promised to release the documents during his first term as president, but ultimately yielded to a request from the CIA. Of all organizations, the CIA, why would the CIA tell him not to do that? That's so strange. To keep most of the materials classified. And yeah, I think at that point, As everyone knows, when he did first get in, he didn't even think he was going to get in, and he had surrounded himself with people that were obviously trying to influence him and try to avoid specific secrets coming out. And then when he left, that's when they all tried turning on him, and this all happened. So now he's coming in full force, and it's even more funnier because RFK Jr. is part of his squad. So it's going to be fun to see what secrets unfold. I feel like a lot of the CIA is going to be draining the swamp.
There's no way they left anything on file, bro.
It might make people question the original evidence.
You were down under the viaduct, so to speak, weren't you?
We were halfway in between on the grass. So we're underpass. We were at the curb when the incident happened. But the president's car was some 50 feet still yet. In front of us coming towards us, and we heard the first shot, and the president, I don't know who was hit first, but the president jumped up in his seat, and I thought it scared him. I thought it was a firecracker because he looked, fear. And then as the car got directly in front of us, well, a gunshot apparently from behind us hit the president in the side of the temple.
Do you think the first gunshot came from behind you too?
I think it came from the same location. Apparently back up on the mall. I don't know what you call it.
For the benefit of nomenclature, all you folks have gone up under the viaduct, and as you turn going under the viaduct on the left-hand side, there's some grass. Do you think the shot came from up on top of the viaduct toward the president? Is that correct?
Yes, sir. Not on the viaduct itself, but up on top of the hill, the little mound of ground there, the garden.
How far away would you say that is from where the president was? A couple of 300 yards, something like that?
Well, I have no idea because I didn't see where the gunshot come from. We were looking directly at the president when he was hit, and he was more or less directly in front of us, and we didn't realize what happened until we seen the side of his head.
There's no way there was only one shooter. But we'll have to save that for next time.
Hold up, Ted, we got a bit of giveaway.
If you want to win some of our merch, leave a comment on this video for a chance to win next week. Let's do this, bro.
Bang bang!
Blah blah.
Pick something from our merch store and we'll send it straight out. The hoodies and the sweatshirts are finally here, guys. We're super proud of these, the quality's on point.
We got hoodies, sweatshirts, and zip-up hoodies in grey and black. That's 100% organic, bro. Best quality on YouTube, guaranteed.
And as always, thanks for watching. Remember to like, comment and subscribe. And we'll see you in the next one.